It's like the $10 store. There we go. And wait, we need scissors. 1, 2, and 3. Just in case I need this, I'll put it there. Although I don't think I will. Okay, and I have to give you, before we start, some very serious Hollywood direction.
Okay.
Are you ready for your serious Hollywood direction?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have to teach you how to use scissors. Because people see a box and see scissors and they do this.
Just go in. Yeah.
And I go, what are you doing? And they're going, open your box. And I'm like, you're not opening it like that. You want to hold the scissors like a box cutter and then cut it from the bottom, because I need the labels for cataloging later. Because after you leave, I'm going to catalog everything for the museum.
Okay.
And speaking of cataloging and labels, you don't want to read the label and go, oh, this came from Bob Smith of 1313 Mockingbird Lane, because Bob Smith may not want his entire address all over the world. And 1313 Mockingbird Lane is the address of the Munsters anyway. And the next thing I have to add is when I say, hi, I'm Denny Daniel and I'm here with, you could just say your first names. You don't have to give me your bank account numbers and your social security numbers. But if you do decide to give me your bank account number and social security, please tell me first before the rest of the world, because it's only fair that I clean it up before the rest of the world does. And the next thing I have to add is, you know, in case you're from like Hollywood, California, you know, those Hollywood divas, do you guys need like hair and makeup? Because the craft food truck, because they come in tomorrow at 4. And you'd have to sit there until tomorrow at 4.
We're good.
Are you guys okay with your hair and makeup? Because you know those Hollywood
Yeah.
divas, you know. So I know roughing it is tough. You're from Florida, you can take it.
Yeah, we can.
All right, so you guys ready?
We are ready.
Excellent.
Sure.
So it's me, Denny Daniel, the Museum of Interesting Things, and I'm here with,
Mo.
Taylor.
and they came all the way from Florida.
Florida.
Woo-hoo, my friends and my buddies in Florida. And now they went through the whole museum in a New York second, because they have this big work project that they're doing. But they now are going to become new museum curators and open up one of these 3 boxes. Each one of you is going to open up a box. And I do this like a 42nd Street Times Square shell game, where a guy showed up with 3 shells and he would put a quarter under one, mix them up, and if you guessed which one had the quarter, you win something. The only difference here is I don't have 3 shells. There isn't a quarter under any of my boxes, and you win nothing. So ethically, it's exactly like a New York shell game if you think about it.
Yeah.
But there is one similarity. I am going to mix up the boxes. So here is me mixing up the boxes. Are you guys confused?
Yeah.
Good, because otherwise I would have to do this all day long. Okay, so each one of you pick a box to open.
All right, I'll take this one.
And that one,
I'll take
and
that
here
one.
is your scuffles. And we'll do this one together.
Okay. So you say you hold it like this?
Yep. Oh God, I hate when they do this. It'll go all over my entire apartment. Why is this to anyone's advantage to have crazy confetti? This helps nobody. And God
See?
knows what's inside here and how to get to it.
The Twilight Zone. Collect them all.
Oh my God, that is so cool. So
Talky Tina.
yeah, do you know this
Age is
episode?
14 plus.
What? 14 plus.
Yeah.
You can't use this. So this is the famous Talking Tina doll from Twilight Zone. This is they've made them over the years. This is a more modern one from more recently, but these are so cool. Do you know the Talking Tina episode?
Yeah.
It's this
I don't.
doll that talks, and and the little girl owns the doll. Her mom bought it for her, and she has like a stepdad. The stepdad is the guy from, oh God, Tony Savalas or something, who was in Kojak, this TV show Kojak, which was very famous. But this is Twilight Zone before that.
Yeah.
But he's the stepdad, and he's not very nice.
Yeah.
And the doll doesn't like him. So
Yeah.
the doll, when it's next to the girl, goes, "I like you. You're nice and sweet." And then when it's alone with the stepdad, it's like, "But I don't like you. You're not very nice." And he's
Yeah.
like, "Honey, the doll's saying different stuff to me." And she's like, "No, it can't be."
Yeah.
That's what it is. And it's like the Twilight Zone. And eventually, you know, it gets a little ugly. I won't tell you then. Look it up on the internet. You'll get it. But I was like, I got to have a talking dealer doll and not keep it near me when I go to bed. So that's really cool.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, this is very, very cool. This is, I
Yes.
never would have thought this was a film inside a box. This is what do you know? This is a manners film. So this is, it's a Pete Smith. These are great. Pete Smith did spoof films like in the 30s and 40s.
Okay.
So he did like How to Play Golf really badly. How
Yeah.
to, First Aid really badly. So this one is What Do You Know? And it's kind of like, questions and answers. This one's from 1947. And it's always like spoofy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, history and knowledge all wrong. We're all funny and weird.
So does the top come off?
We have,
Okay.
yep. So this goes like
I
that.
don't wanna break
And
it.
it's
Okay.
on this is a core, they call that.
Yeah.
But it's 16 millimeter film, and I'm going to play this. Well, I just did the show last week of the bloopers and bumblers, but this isn't really a blooper. But yeah, I'll be playing this at the Speakeasy.
Okay.
So
cool.
when I play this, you can say, you can go first. Sarah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're our filmmaker. So let's do the this one
Oh,
together without spilling it all over the place. So you guys find what's in there, which should be that. And oh wait, is this here? Pull that out.
Is that all?
That should be it.
Yeah,
no.
that's it. Yeah. No?
Yeah, I'm going to take this away before it spills on everything known to mankind. And then you need scissors. Yes. There's is there another one? No.
No, it's not. Action.
I've learned my lesson with these things. So those are also films.
Okay.
They're Scopitone films.
Yeah.
Scopitone films.
Dum Dum Twist.
Oh my God, that's Dum Dum Twist.
Yes.
That is the coolest film on the world.
Really?
Yes, that was the one that got me into Scopitones because I'm like, what the hell is a Dum Dum Twist?
Yeah. Here's
This
the-
one,
Yeah.
the baloney didn't put down the name of this one. I told them, please put the name, and of course he didn't. But it's this is the Cha Cha. Oh, these are really funny. The Cha Cha, they're both really, really funny.
Yeah.
So Scopitones, believe it or not, were film jukeboxes. So you went to a bar and you put in a quarter, and there was this giant machine that looked like a laundry machine, but it had a screen on top.
Yeah.
And you put in the quarter and it played a 16 millimeter film. They had them strung up, like 20 of them on a carousel.
Oh,
And it
cool.
actually was a jukebox with film in it. Some
Yeah.
crazy person thought of this. I'm dying to get one. But I do have the projectors that can play this because it's a special projector. It's a
Okay.
magnetic projector. These are very rare, very fun, very nuts. They were meant for drunk men, so it's all crazy.
Yeah.
And it's usually got scantily clad women, and notice their silliness. So, they're really, really cool.
Oh,
Crazy
very cool,
fun.
yeah.
Originally from France,
Oh,
and then
okay.
came here and became a huge success. Before that, the Americans did one that was 10 cents, and that was in like the 30s.
Okay.
But in the 60s and 70s, it was a quarter, and it was Scopitones. I'm actually doing a Scopitone festival this August 7th is going to be that one. So you should see that. You should
Okay.
log on to that
Okay.
because there's no way I'm not playing Dum Dum Twist because
Yeah,
it's so
yeah.
dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the funniest one.
Yeah.
So now you guys are museum curators. Good job.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you,
Yeah,
yes,
this
thank
is
you.
awesome.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And we'll say bye to the world. Bye, world.